What are the 2026 BAH rates for Joint Base San Antonio, and what can that money actually buy you here? Here's the short answer. For 2026, housing allowance at JBSA runs from about $1,359 a month on the low end to about $2,475 on the high end, and paired with a VA loan, it can cover most or all of a mortgage in this market. I am Christopher Beal, an Army veteran and Realtor here in San Antonio, and at Veteran Real Estate San Antonio, I help military families turn that allowance into a smart home purchase every week. In the next few minutes, I will give you the 2026 rates, explain why they dropped, show you what your allowance really buys, match your base to the right neighborhoods, and show you how to stretch every dollar. Here are the 2026 rates. Basic allowance for housing at Joint Base. San Antonio covers Lackland Air Force Base, Fort Sam Houston, and Randolph Air Force Base under one military housing area, so your rank and dependent status set your number, not which base you report to. For an E5 with dependents, the 2026 rate is $1,869 a month. An E6 with dependents draws $2,094. An E7 with dependents gets $2,112. An O3 with dependents gets $2,127. Without dependents, those numbers step down. For example, an E5 without dependents is $1,500, and an E7 without dependents is $1,731. Across all grades, the range runs from about $1,359 for the most junior enlisted without dependents up to $2,475 for an 06 with dependents. These come straight from the official Department of Defense rate tables for our housing area, and I keep the full chart, every grade, updated on Veteran Real Estate San Antonio. If your number looks lower this year, you are not imagining it. 2026 rates at Joint Base San Antonio dropped about 2.9% from 2025 across most pay grades. Here's the part that matters, and it is the question I get most from families PCS-ing in. If you were already receiving the 2025 rate, Department of Defense rate protection, often called grandfathering, generally lets you keep your higher rate as long as your eligibility stays continuous. New arrivals to San Antonio will be paid the 2026 rate, so a family already stationed here and a family reporting next month can have different allowances for the exact same rank and the exact same house. When we map out your purchase, your real current allowance is the first number we lock down because it drives everything else. A small swing in the monthly number changes the price range we should be shopping, and I would rather you know that before you fall in love with a listing. More than the raw number suggests, and here is why. Your housing allowance is not taxed, which means a VA-approved lender can gross it up when they calculate your qualifying income, giving it more mortgage leverage than the figure looks like on paper. Pair that with a VA loan, which is zero down and has no monthly mortgage insurance, and the math gets strong. Let me give you one illustrative example. An E6 with dependents draws $2,094 a month. On a roughly $270,000 San Antonio home with a VA loan at current market rates, the full payment, including taxes and insurance, can land right around $2,000. That means the allowance can essentially cover the mortgage with your base pay left for everything else. Step up to an O3 with dependents at $2,127 and you are comfortably shopping into the low 300s. A conventional buyer at that same price would owe private mortgage insurance every month and a down payment up front. That is the veteran advantage working in your favor. Every scenario is different, so we always confirm your exact numbers with a licensed VA lender before you write an offer. This is where local knowledge earns its keep. Your commute and your allowance together point to very different parts of town, so let me match them up. If you are at Lackland Air Force Base on the southwest side, look at Halotes, Alamo Ranch, and the Medina Valley area. If you are at Fort Sam Houston in central San Antonio, Schertz, Converse, and Universal City put you close with room in the budget. Randolph Air Force Base families do well in Schertz, Cibolo, Selma, and out toward New Braunfels. And if you are tied to Camp Bullis in the Northwest Hill Country, Bourne, Fair Oaks Ranch, and Timberwood Park are the natural fit. As a rough guide, an E5 to E6 with dependents is shopping comfortably in the $255,000 to $290,000 range, while senior enlisted and officers can reach into the low to mid 300s. I drive these neighborhoods every week, and I will tell you honestly which ones fit your number and your commute. 3 levers, and the first one is the VA loan itself. Zero down and no monthly mortgage insurance means your allowance goes straight to principal, interest, taxes, and insurance instead of to a down payment you do not need. The second lever is Texas itself. If you carry a VA disability rating, Texas gives you a property tax exemption that scales with your rating, from a few $1,000s knocked off your assessed value at the lower ratings, up to a full homestead property tax exemption at 100%, on a typical San Antonio home that can save thousands of dollars every single year, which is real money back in your pocket on top of your allowance. The third lever is having someone who lives in this market structure the offer around your specific orders and timeline. And here's the bigger picture on buy versus rent. When your allowance covers a mortgage, you are building equity in your own home instead of paying down your landlord's. Even on a typical set of orders, that can mean walking away with equity instead of a stack of rent receipts, though the right call always depends on your timeline and your plans. Let me recap. The 2026 rates run from about $1,359 to $2,475. They dropped about 2.9% with rate protection for current recipients. Your untaxed allowance buys more through a VA loan, and Texas rewards disabled veterans on top. If you want your exact numbers run on a real home near your base, reach out. I am Christopher Beal with Veteran Real Estate San Antonio. Call or text 210-882-8583 or find me at veteranrealestates.com. I will see you in the next one.